Taking the last shot for the game. Call me Steph or call me Dame. Hit the three or pass through the lanes. We both ain't the same. JT with the lay. That's game. Welcome back to the Shooting the Shot podcast. Shooting the Shot podcast. You know, I know you guys seen that quick little intro. I wrote the lyrics myself. I did the quick little intro song myself. The beat I didn't produce, but I wanted something new, and I was getting people telling me to do it. So I'm gonna do it. See how you guys like it. Leave any suggestions you guys have in the comments. So I really appreciate you guys watching my videos every week. I know news has been slow for the moment, but hey, once those NBA games come back, trust me, we will be watching, and we will be reacting to every game, or not every game, but basically every game, every week. So thank you guys. I hope you guys keep coming back every week and just enjoying the videos, liking, subscribing, telling your friends, telling anybody that loves basketball. I'm planning on watching a game while I stream. Maybe one day, I'll make a little Shooting the Shot podcast Twitch channel or something. I can't stream the game physically, but I can react to any games you guys like, any matchup that's good. It doesn't always have to be all Celtics. I want to be able to just react to any game. I want to keep my mind open to anything. To all games, not just one team. All 30 NBA teams. So I know you guys seen the little bucket banner and the little hoop I got there. I know it's Celtics, but hey, man, when you're from here, I gotta root it from here. You know what I'm saying? So, I appreciate you guys sticking by me every week, watching these videos, liking, subscribing, commenting. So, let's get straight into the episode. So, last week I was talking about the Into the Lanes segment. That's what I meant to say. So, the Into the Lane segment is going to be a quick little, probably minute segment where I talk about the best play of the week leading up to the game, to when I'm recording. So I will it'll be better when the NBA games come back. It'll be easier. Let me know if you guys have any segments you guys want me to do, anything that I should, take into consideration. I would love any type of segments, to keep these episodes, very fun and entertaining for you guys. You guys watch the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? So, um, yeah, that's the Into the Lane segment. The Into the Lane segment is just basically the best play. That's probably not. I would rather be like a poster or a dunk. Hence the name, Into the Lanes, because you got to pass it to the lanes or going into the lanes. We can do one for 3-pointers as well, like the best shooting the shot, or the best shot, something like that. So, you guys let me know. I will always take any feedback happily and proudly. Um, Next on the list is the coaching rankings. This one, man, CBS came out with their top 30 coaches for the NBA for this upcoming season, and I think it goes into considering the past season and not just their overall career. So, CBS uploaded that. We will be reacting to a lot of articles when articles come out. So that's gonna be part of the videos as well. So let's start from the bottom. Um, so JJ Redick is at number 30. Uh, he's a new coach for the Lakers. So understandable why he's at 30. We don't know what he's gonna do, what's gonna happen. Um, so I just think that he has potential to be good, like on the with the roster he has. But I think Laker fans are really not having they're not high on their on that team at the moment. So I mean, we'll see. Him and LeBron are really good buddies. So I mean, maybe JJ Redick brings out the fire in them. You know what I'm saying? So 30 out. JJ Redick at JJ Redick at 30. That's honestly that's fine. Then we have Brian Keefe for the Wizards at 29. So the Wizards are rebuilding. Understandable why he's at 29. They're not really gonna do anything. Um, that team is not well. Well, they had what number one? Not number one pick. Who did they have? Or was it number one? I think it was number one pick. Yeah, right. Yeah. So they have. I mean, they got a new player. They got new players. They have Jordan Poole and Kuzma. But other than that, I don't think they're making any noise in the East, especially. So, yeah. Then at 28, we have Charles Lee for the Hornets. So the Hornets are also another team that are rebuilding. They got Charles Lee from the Boston Celtics, who just won the championship. So that's kind of like a good pickup for them as a coach. I just hope that the coaches that are new, I hope that teams stick with them for a very long time because it's the best way to build that coach and player relationship more. You can't just define a coach by 1 year. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I know the Lakers just fired Darvin Ham, and he had what 2 years with him. Like that makes sense a little, but it just you gotta stick with the coach long term. You can't just give it like maybe 4 or 5 years. If you don't see any improvement on the where the coaching or relationships getting built, then that's understandable. We got Jordan Fernandez for the Nets. I heard he's the first Spanish or Spain um, coach in the NBA. So congrats to him from Spain. Um, the Nets. A lot of these teams are rebuilding. So the Nets are also another team that are rebuilding. And yeah, that roster's has a lot of good talent, but I don't know if that team is gonna really make any noise still. I mean, they just traded away Mikal Bridges to the Knicks, so that kind of that's I don't know, that was crazy, but I mean, they have Nicholas Claxton, they have Cam Thomas, they have um who else? I'm missing one guy. They have Dennis Schroeder. I'm pretty sure Dennis Schroeder's on that team. They have Cam. It's a power forward. Man, I forgot. You guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, they have a solid team. Just I don't know. Ben Simmons hasn't really been playing for them. Been stealing their money basically. So we'll see what he does. I mean, like I said, stick with it long term, and then the Raptors, Darko Rajanovich. I'm pretty sure he was the coach last year for them. Same thing, rebuilding. They have good pieces. They just got to work it up. You know, they have Scotty, they have Quickly, they have Grady. I don't want to say the last name because YouTube, but yeah, they have some good building blocks, and hopefully they keep the same coach. Like I said, um, Chauncey Billups for the Blazers at 25. Um, yeah, a lot of these teams are rebuilding right now, so it makes sense. You know, I'm not gonna keep saying the same thing. Billy Donovan at 24. Billy Donovan, that's a coach that's been on with that team for a while, and I know a lot of Bulls fans that are like, yo, just like fire this dude because they really, I mean, they had that team with Lonzo and DeMar and Zach Levine and Vucevic, and then Lonzo went down, and then they really haven't been the same, and then DeMar just left, so that even puts them in an even a worse position. So honestly, I wouldn't even like. This year might be the year he gets fired at mid-season, so we'll see. Um, 23 JB Bickerstaff. The Cavs just fired him after they made it to the second round, which is understandable. Like I don't, I don't know. I think that they might have given up on him too easily. I mean, then he had injuries on his team, like, and he was facing a really good Boston team. I mean, they went to seven against the Magic, and they probably saw that was bad, but can't really do nothing when you lost to the championship team. So, uh, that might be, I don't know. I might be low. I might be too low for him. Doc Rivers at 22 for the Bucks. Uh, yeah, I mean, I know Doc was a coach for the Celtics, and but honestly, he's been through a lot of teams, and you know, I don't know what I don't know. I think, I mean, he's had a lot of 3-1 comeback like leads lost. He's lost a lot of like that. So honestly, that might be like exactly for him. Like I don't know if he's gonna do anything with that Bucks team. We'll see. It might, you know. So Kenny Atkinson for the Cavaliers. I know he was with the Warriors as a assistant coach, and then was with the Nets as the coach, and then KD and Kyrie wanted Steve Nash to be coach. So we'll see what happens. You know, he's technically a new coach for the Cavs. See if anything changes for the Cavs, and you know, Willie Green for the Pelicans. Another coach he's number 20. Um, I think that they're ranking him a little too low. Um, Again, he had injuries on the team. You know, Zion went down. He faced a really good Thunder team. Um, Again, we'll see. I mean, they have new players coming in, DeJounte and Dennis Daniel Dice. That's what I meant. So we'll see. Um, Jamal Mosley for the Magic. I mean, he just took the team to the playoffs after missing a couple of years. Um, I think he's a really good coach for them. He's at number 19. Seeing the rest of this team, he could be a little higher, but honestly, we'll see what he does this year. Let's see what the team does after that playoff. I mean, I'm hoping that they go up or they make it a little farther this year. That team is really young and good. So yeah. Number 18 is Jason Kidd from the Mavericks. Jason Kidd just took the team to the finals. So him being at 18, I don't know. I mean, maybe. I mean, it was maybe sometimes it isn't all the coach. So I don't know. I think he can be ranked a little higher. I mean, he just they just went to the finals, so we'll see. Taylor Jenkins at 17. I mean, we all know he's a good coach. He just had injuries happen this year, and they didn't make the playoffs. So um, we're looking for the Grizzlies to make a good bounce back, and I think he's a good coach, solid coach for them, and yeah, hopefully they make the playoffs this year. Quinn Snyder for the Hawks. Uh, that Trey and Dejounte did not work out. Clearly, maybe some fault of the coach, but um, we'll see. We'll see what happens this year. Maybe they can make the playoffs actually. So yeah. Number 15 is Michael Malone for the Nuggets. This is a coach that won the championship 2 years ago with the Nuggets. So him being at 15 is kind of really low. I think he can be a much higher uh, on the list. Um, I know they had a disappointing year, but I mean, they lost some good key players that they needed, like Bruce Brown. So we'll see. Greg Popovich with the Spurs. I mean, I know this is not considering all time, but we all know Greg Popovich is a really good coach. Um, they're in a rebuild. And I mean, they have Wenby. I mean, they look good in some parts. So hopefully that Greg Popovich can bring out that fire in Wenby and bring out the fire in this team and maybe push for the playoffs because that'd be nice to see them in the playoffs again. Mike Brown at 13. Um, I love Mike Brown. He's a really good coach. I think that he deserves to be the coach for the Kings. He makes their players work hard. He motivates their players. I was just talking to Uber driver a couple weeks ago that he was a Kings fan, and I was like, yeah, like I like Mike Brown. He's a really good coach. Like he doesn't make any excuses for him and his team. So and if he thinks that it's his fault why they lost the game or lost something, then he will admit that himself. So 13's, I think he can be a little higher, but that's good. Um, Chris Finch at 12. For the Timberwolves. Yeah, disappointing Western Conference Finals for them. Um, I know he was. I mean, I'm pretty. He was still coaching after he got injured and had the surgery. So um, that shows a lot of dedication because I mean, you're basically like on one foot. I mean, you're sitting behind the bench. And you never know. Like a player could fly trying to get the ball and hurt you again. So shout out to him. So um, I mean, they played it better than they did the previous year with what's his name, with Gobert. So hopefully they bounce back and actually make it to the finals this year and work on their stuff and all that. So yeah, this one's kind of you guys are gonna think I'm super biased, but 11 is Joe Mazzulla, and I think this is really 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 low. Like he should be in the top 8. I know this is only his second year, but think about it. He just won a championship, right? But before you guys say, okay, yeah, just because he won a championship doesn't mean he's a good coach. Let me tell you why he's a good coach. He motivates his team. He flew out to France after Tatum having the the experience in the Olympics. He's always there for his team. He went to DR with Al Horford for the trophy. He's I don't know what else to say. Like he's just a good coach. Yeah, you might think he's crazy and all that, but in the right mind, he's a really smart coach. And I know, like last year, his first year, like I didn't like him. I was like, why you not calling timeouts? Why you not doing this? Why not doing that? But seeing the improvement he had this year is was just mind blowing, and I really love this dude, man. Like this dude is one of our like greatest, not our greatest coaches, but he's a good coach. Like he's gonna be, if he wins more rings, he could be up there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. Tom Thibodeau at number 10 for the Knicks. Man, he just plays a lot. He plays his players a lot, but I mean he is a solid coach. He took. I know he had injuries again, so took the team to the semifinals. If they don't get the injuries, I think they go to the Eastern Conference Finals, and they have a better team this year. So maybe they get to the Eastern Conference Finals again, or to the Eastern Conference Finals, and compete to get to the finals. Mike Budenholzer for the Suns. He won the championship with the Bucks in 2021. Um, and I'm pretty sure this is his first year. Yeah, this is his first year with the Suns. I'm pretty sure, right? Or second year. I don't remember. But yeah, I mean, disappointing last year for them. Having that team. So I hope they bounce back, get to where they gotta go. We'll see. Ime Udoka for the Rockets. A team that's rebuilding, but they almost got to the playoffs or to the play-in at least. So I got a lot of love for Ime, especially that one year in Boston. But stuff happened after. So I hope that he and the Rockets can make a playoff push. They have the power to get, or they have the assets to get there. So we'll see. Will Hardy, another guy that was in Boston, for the Jazz. So he is. I know he started off like crazy, like last year, the year before that. So he's a really good coach. Maybe he can turn that team into a playoff team soon. I don't know how to say this guy's name. Mark, the coach in the Thunder, Mark something. Yeah, he's a really solid coach. Um, I know the Thunder didn't get to where they want to be, but they're still young, so they're still sticking with with the guy. So just keep sticking with him, and hopefully you guys have that playoff success that you guys wish you had. So yeah, he's a solid coach. Ty Lue at number 5 for the Clippers. Ty Lue's a really solid coach. He won a championship with the Cavs in 2016. So respectable. Steve Kerr at number 4. For the Warriors. I don't like Steve Kerr, but I'm gonna keep those opinions to myself right now. So I don't like Steve Kerr. That's it. But in terms of for the Warriors, I don't know. We got to see what he does this year, especially with Clay being gone. So um, we'll see. Rick Carlisle for the Pacers, number 3. I think this is too high for him because he really didn't have any crazy playoff success with the Mavericks, except in 2011. I'm pretty sure he was the coach. But yeah, I don't know. I think that number 3 is really high for him, but we'll see. Nick Nurse at number 2 with the Sixers. Again, I think another coach. I mean, he won his championship in 2019, so respectable. We got to see what he does with Embiid and Paul George playing on this team. So and Maxi. So you know, I'm just gonna sleep that. And then Eric Spoelstra for the Heat is number 1. I know that they haven't been disappointed, but Eric Spoelstra is a good coach. Just like I said, like keeping that uh keeping a coach for a long time. He's been there for years and years and years. Like he won with LeBron and D Wade, and he's been through the little rebuild, and now he has Jimmy and um, Hero and all this. So we'll see what the Heat do this year. So yeah. Um, Now we got the city jersey reactions. We're gonna go quick on these. Let me pull up the screen. So we got the Hawks. Those look valid. Brooklyn, same thing. Charlotte, they always have the pinstripes. The Bulls, it's really untraditional, but it looks all right. Um, the Pacers, they look like the ones that they had the year last year, I think. The Pistons, a little untraditional, but I like the cream color. It looks clean. Um, Same with the Cavs, and then we have the Celtics. I just don't like this jersey, man. That's all I'm gonna say, man. Just don't like the jersey. Then we have the Mavs. I like this. I like this. Just giving some plain and simple vibes. Golden State. I like this. It looks very traditional to Golden State. Um, Looks fire. The Houston one is fire, bro. I really like these jerseys. So Houston is doing a good thing there. Clippers, same thing. It looks simple. Not nothing too crazy and all that. Minnesota, it looks all right. It's nothing too. I don't know. I don't know what this is supposed to be at the top, but we'll leave it at that. Um, Memphis, they went with a red. I don't know. I don't know how I like that. It looks a little different. Um, we'll see how it looks on players, but to be honest, it looks all right. The Lake Show Lakers. This looks very. It looks. It looks all right. It's nothing crazy, you know. Then we have Denver. They have the little. My friend was saying the weather forecast type thing, so it doesn't look that bad. I mean, got the mountains there and the area code. Looks all right. Now, heat culture. This is simple. They rocking one how they're rocking. New York. I don't really like this double New York thing. They could have just did like the New York and orange, and then with a little like layer, outer layer with like orange or something like that. The Magic. This is tough, man. This is look going back to the '90s. Same with the Sixers. That looks like the '70s. Um, the Bucks. Plain and simple. Uh, the Raptors. Paying homage to Vince Carter with that dunk. So shout out to the Raptors for that. Then we have DC. This is fire. I like the little like different colors. So yeah. And then lastly, New Orleans. It looks very Louisiana. I don't know if these stands for anything, but you know, uh, the Valley got the Phoenix Suns. I don't know what the star means. If you guys know, let me know in the comments. This is fire. Same with the Rip City. I like the all black. Kings. I don't know why they went blue. I think it is going back to the old days. I'm pretty sure, bro. But yeah, I don't know. I think if it's from throwback, then I understand that why they did it. Oklahoma. I'm telling you, bro. I like the black jerseys. Plain and simple. Boom. San Antonio's cool. I don't know why they went with the light blue, but that's fire. Uh, Utah. They got this is throwback, so all very fire. Some fire jerseys here, and then we have some really disappointing ones. So yeah. Um, so Woj retired. Um, he was the guy with the Woj bomb and all that. So he's gonna go manage a team or something like that. So I guess no more Woj. We got Sham now. So hey, shout out to Woj, man. Joel Embiid got a 3-year, $198 million extension, and is now at a 5-year, 301 million contract. So hmm, I don't really like Joel Embiid like as a player. Like you know, he flops too much. He's uh he's too cocky. I know his teams haven't been the best, but like even if his teams are like good, like I don't think they haven't even made to the Eastern Conference Finals. So I guess you got to pay them. You got to pay your best players the money. He has the MVP actually. So I don't know, man. I don't know what the Sixers are doing over there. I mean, hopefully they can find some playoff success. But yeah, Ben Simmons back. We've been saying this for like 6 years, bro, since he's left. Um, I don't know if Ben Simmons will ever be back to his normal form, but we'll see. Like people saying that he has no restrictions and all this and that. I hope we got to see him play. He's a good player. He's a good point guard. But yeah, and now they also added Killian Hayes in Brooklyn. Uh, he's pretty trash. Sometimes. I mean, maybe he just needed a new beginning. Maybe Detroit wasn't working for him clearly. So I mean, last year he played 42 games, averaged 7 points, but shot 41% and 29% from the three. I mean, he's a good passer. He almost averaged 5 assists, so that's at least good. But 29% is not really that good there. So hopefully, they get to. I mean, they're rebuilding, so I really can't say anything. AJ Griffin. Last thing. AJ Griffin stepping away from basketball. He's only 21 years old, so I don't understand why. We haven't really no. We don't have a reason why he's stepping away, but I hope he's good, and I hope that he gets to come back to playing basketball, especially for the NBA or maybe even for another league. But I wish him the best. I hope nothing's like going on that's super crazy. But yeah, he's stepping away from basketball. He just got waived from the Rockets, so yeah, we'll see what happens. But yeah, that's been the episode. A little longer than usual. There was a little bit more news, but I hope you guys enjoyed. Um, I'm trying to get people on the podcast, so I have some people, but I'll try to get someone for next episode or when we have like the games. I think when the games really start coming, we'll have more people here on the podcast. So just stick with me for now. And once the NBA season starts, we'll be banging these out, man. But yeah, I hope you guys have a good rest of your Sunday or whenever you're watching this. Good rest of your week. And give me a like, give me a sub. Let me know about what you think about the intro. Any segments that you guys want me to do. But yeah, bro. Thank you guys for the love. I hope you guys have a good day.